For more episodes of the Games4all podcast, check out our website www.games4allpodcast.com.
You can also follow us at twitter.com/Games4all or check us out on Facebook, facebook.com/Games4all podcast.
The Games4all podcast is brought to you in association with HostGator. For all your web host needs, check out hostgator.com.
Hello and welcome to the Games4all podcast. I'm your host James Craigie and I am joined by the lovely
Michelle Barry.
Now obviously Dan's not here at the moment because he's off having a baby. So
Miss him.
Oh, you just have to make do with me, as per usual. Yeah, he should be back hopefully sometime in March, but we'll keep everybody updated. And he's still very much part of the podcast. He'll be editing this, so you know it's not as if he's getting any time off.
Yeah, no pressure whatsoever on us.
No. So I'm in charge. So I apologise for the lack of quality for the next however many months. But best just get on with it, I suppose.
Yeah, get on with it. Go on.
Jump in at the deep end. So we're going to start with what we've been playing. Now, last year...
It sounds weird saying that.
I know.
Last year.
In our last show, the end of year special, we did our sort of what we've been playing for the year, and we did like the 3 questions.
Yeah, I wasn't there.
You weren't there, so we're going to give you your chance to answer the 3 questions.
Go on then.
Alright, so, what game did you love but never finish?
Okay. Final Fantasy 13.
Controversial. Why did you love it? A lot of people want to know, because a lot of people didn't. I mean, I can tell why you did, because I know you, but explain to everybody else.
I love all Final Fantasy games.
Yeah.
That's just the way it is with... but I mean, I think... I don't know, I mean, I saw the trailer for Final Fantasy 13 too.
Yeah.
But, obviously, beforehand I started playing Final Fantasy 13 and never finished it.
Yeah.
That's because I kind of cocked it up halfway through and sold a bunch of stuff that I shouldn't have done, and I couldn't exactly level up very well. So I stopped playing it.
Okay. Well, we've got a guide now, haven't you? So.
Yeah, well, I got so far without the guide, but, you know... I'm determined to finish it before Final Fantasy 13-2 comes out.
Which is in a couple of weeks. I apologise if you hear a whistling. We are currently here in the UK suffering from a severe case of wind.
And that's not your backside?
No,
so.
not my backside.
Okay.
It's actual weather.
Yeah.
Bona fide weather. So yeah, you're determined to get it finished.
Yeah.
So that's 4 weeks you've got then.
Yeah, as long as I get a chance to go on the console at some point.
We'll see about that.
Anyway.
Next question. Game you didn't get, but wish you did.
See, I think people are going to say, why the fuck do you want this game? The game that I would like to get would be Your Shape Fitness Evolved 2012.
Now, I know exactly why you want to get this game, but...
Yeah, well, why do you think?
Well, I know the reason you didn't get it is because it's a Kinect.
Yeah,
game,
and we don't have the Kinect, but I mean, we've got the Wii.
Yeah.
But you could easily cheat with the Wii.
Yeah.
That's the thing. You can
we did cheat with the Wii.
Yeah, you
we
just
had Wii
sit
Fit.
there shaking, the Wiimote,
waggling,
and that's it. But I think especially with the Kinect,
you can't cheat it.
You can't. Without having a go, you don't know.
Yeah.
What's going to happen? So I would really like to do it, and it's got a lot more to offer, I think, than the Wii Fit Plus did, because obviously you had the Wii the balance board.
Yeah.
Which, I would really like to.
A lot more freedom. You don't want to have to hold things or tuck things into your belt and make sure
and the thing is, it's not Zumba.
Yeah.
I think there are dancing things on there, but it's not like I'm going to actually.
There's more of a range, isn't there?
Yeah, there's more of a range. There's like combat moves and stuff like that.
Yeah,
So.
I know you like exercising. Anyway, you're
I'm
probably
not,
the sportiest out of all three of us.
I'm not so much a fitness fanatic, but I wouldn't mind having a go.
Yeah. Okay. A game you got but wish you hadn't.
I think everyone would know about this. Last year on my iPhone, it was free, so no loss. I say no loss. It was a waste of time, to be honest.
10 minutes you're never going to get back.
No. Finger Ninja. Yeah. It's basically like a Bop It game.
Right.
I just go, you know what, if I need to get a Bop It game, I'll go on the App Store and actually find Bop It.
Yeah, or just buy a Bop It.
Yeah. I'll just nick the one that Dan's got.
Yeah, Dan's got a Bop It. He's a Bop It fiend.
So, yeah, that's something I'd never play again. And the name says it all, really, so, you know. There you go.
Yeah, so that's your big 3.
Yes.
Been playing anything over the holidays?
A little bit. I've mainly been playing on my MacBook Pro.
Yeah. That's
So,
cool. Have you got any games on there?
Machinarium.
Oh, now I've got this on my...
Yeah, so I haven't played a lot of it, though, to be honest.
So maybe talk about... We'll save it for next week.
Yeah.
You can play more.
Yeah.
There you go. That's your challenge. That's your homework for the show next week.
Yeah. Okay.
Okay. Well, I've been fairly busy, as you know. I mean, I've not played a lot of games over the holidays, I don't think.
Mainly, I think I've seen you play as bloody Lego Harry Potter.
Yeah, I got that from my little boy.
But you've been playing it.
But I've been playing it because I'm a very bad man. You know what? I'm not going to spend too much time talking about it. It's a Lego game.
I think you've spoken about it quite a lot lately anyway.
Yeah, it's the Harry Potters. It's... You know what you're getting. It takes these probably the darker...
In other words, if you see the film and you know what Lego is, then there you go.
Yeah, it does kind of have the humorous edge over the films, in that the films are quite dark and depressing, whereas Lego brings a bit of comedy value to it. But, you know, I think it's good. Lego games are getting better and better and better.
Oh, and what's the new one that's coming out soon?
Oh, well, there's nothing been confirmed. But Lego Batman 2 is coming.
Yeah.
And that's incorporating the DC Universe superheroes, which Lego has purchased.
Purchased.
So it'll be Lego Batman 2 with Superman and Wonder Woman and all that.
Mm-hmm.
And that's been sort of advertised in like little booklets and little posters and stuff with the Lego sets. So
okay,
that's pretty cool. And Lego have also announced that next summer they'll be releasing a line of Lord of the Rings and the Hobbit Lego toys. So there's probably going to be a game there.
You know, I say I never would want to play Lego games, but I mean, I do like the Lord of the Rings films, and I wouldn't mind giving it a go. Not saying that I would actually play the whole game. You just have to see until if it is happening.
Well, if it does happen, and there is a game, which, you know, I can't see there not being.
But the thing is, though, it's going to be a bloody long game.
Yeah, either that or they're going to be set it up into 2 games, like Hobbit as one game and then Lord of the Rings as another game. But yeah, big game. Should be lots of stuff. Anyway, we digress. Also, just before the holidays, I got Sonic CD on Xbox Live Arcade.
Mm-hmm.
Probably one of my favourite Sonic games. It's pretty cool. It stands the test of time. I'm enjoying it. Not played as much of it as I want, but
yeah,
there you go. Shadow of the Colossus, another one. It came out on PSN recently. Obviously, I talked about it when it came out. Made by Team Ico, who we're actually talking about later. But no, that's still a great game. The controls are awful. I remember that when playing it. Like just the platforming mechanics aren't too tight, but you know, it's a cool game. It's good and it's a good port. Apart from that, been playing DC Universe Online, which is now free to play.
Yeah,
free to
I think
play,
that's the only reason you got it is the fact it's free. I don't think you would spend the money on it.
No, I did spend the money on it.
Oh, well, there you go.
I probably never would have played it again if I still had to pay the fees. But
yeah,
you know, it's free, so I'll be getting into that again.
Yeah, you can tell by the expression on my face
Yeah,
that I'm not really into that game whatsoever.
No. But
So,
I like it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's pretty predictable, to be honest.
Yeah, I suppose so.
But you like them, so...
Yeah, they're still not sorted out the chat on it.
Yeah, but to be honest, I'm really not... To me, a game's a game.
Yeah.
You know, I'm not gonna...
You're not a big MMO person?
No. Just no.
Okay, that's fair enough.
No.
Well, that covers what we've been playing. So, unless you have anything to add?
No.
No? Okay, we're going to take a quick break. And when we come back, we'll be talking about well, the last couple of weeks' news.
News, yes.
Or the news of the last couple of weeks. Welcome back to the Games4all podcast. This is the section of the show where we talk about the news. Now, obviously, we've been away for a couple of weeks, so I've picked kind of some of the more recent stories because, you know, there's not a lot been going on. People have been off work. There's not been many
Christmas
breaking stories, but there have been a few. So
the first headline.
Yeah, as I'm hosting and news is normally my forte, we're going to be doing the headlines.
Yes.
So, Michelle, the first headline
The first headline is Disney newsletter outs Epic Mickey 2.
Huzzah. You like Mickey Mouse?
It's alright. But I say that to nearly everything, to be honest.
Yeah. Epic Mickey was one of these games that I was really interested in but never actually picked up. It was a Wii exclusive game, involved Mickey Mouse. It's made by Warren Spector, who did the original Deus Ex games.
Yeah.
Really like the design of it and all that, but I think the big drawback, which happens with a lot of games, especially Wii exclusives, is the fact that it was on Wii.
Yeah.
And that kind of puts me off a lot of games, especially as it had like a lot of criticism about the controls. But like the story says, Disney newsletter has not only kind of like leaked that it's coming out, it's openly said, yeah, Epic Mickey 2 is coming. It's due out sort of holiday season this year, 2012, and it's going to be on Xbox 360, PS3 and Wii U, maybe.
Maybe,
depending when that comes out. You're taken back to the world of forgotten Disney characters from the first game, and you play as Mickey, obviously, with the magic paintbrush and paint thinner. But this time there's a co-op mode where you play as Oswald the Lucky Rabbit, who was Disney's like first ever cartoon character. Yeah. It was like in the first game as one of these forgotten cartoon characters, but he apparently can fly and use electricity.
Wow.
To fight or friend foes. So, you know, that's interesting. I mean, being on 360, being in HD, obviously with the addition of a right thumbstick as well.
Yeah.
That's going to make things a lot easier to control camera-wise, and, you know, I might actually pick this one up. Whether it'll make me want to pick the first one up to play it so I know what's going on, or whether I'll just wing it. You know, I think I'll just wing it.
Yeah.
But, yeah, so that's the story. I'm looking forward to that. We'll be updating if anything exciting happens with that over the next year.
It'll probably come under one of your recently played games in some point in the future, I think.
Yeah, probably. Or if there's any like breaking news or anything, we'll be sure to mention it. Anyway, next headline.
The next headline. Crysis 2 is 2011's most pirated game.
Whoop!
How is that a good thing?
That's not a good thing. It's probably...
Tut, tut, tut.
It's sort of the award that no developer wants, really. Torrent Freak does this annual report where it kind of like lists like what games were illegally downloaded and numbers and everything. Crysis 2 was illegally downloaded roughly 3.92 million times.
Jesus Christ.
Yeah, that's a lot. Now, there was like an early version of it leaked like a month before release.
Yeah.
But that actually isn't the version that was downloaded. The most downloaded version of it was the actual retail game. You know, Crysis 2 I actually enjoyed. I know Dan really enjoyed it.
I know, but I mean, you know, to be honest, I wouldn't think that Crysis 2 would be the most pirated game. I would think of, you know, like Gears and...
Well, Gears was pretty high up. It was the most sort of... It's the highest rated Xbox exclusive. I haven't got the numbers here, but the number 2 and number 3 spots were filled by Modern Warfare 3 and Battlefield 3, respectively.
Really?
Yeah. So they came a close second, but no, Crysis 2 was out there. I think because the first one was so popular on PC, everybody was expecting great things. And you know what? On consoles, it was really, really good, but I think highly underrated, and I don't think it hit that buzz, and now we kind of know why. Because it just didn't sell as much as it could.
Yeah.
Because everybody else was downloading it.
Oh dear.
But, you know, Crytek, they're a big developer. They're They've got a great engine, and they're going to be doing more things. So.
Yeah. Well, there's probably a lot of people at home right now that are rather happy with their pirated game.
Oh well.
But hey ho.
Maybe I ought to jump on that bandwagon.
Don't you dare.
No, okay. I won't.
The next headline we've got here is Wii U to have its own app store.
Yes. It's a rumour kind of at the moment.
Yeah.
But for the Wii and DSi, they have a sort of app store, sort of a game store. You can get downloadable games. I mean, obviously on the Wii you can get not only sort of Wii games, but SNES and Mega Drive and all like the older system games. And DSi have little downloadable titles. What's floating around is for the Wii U, it's going to have like a full-blown app store, sort of akin to what Microsoft and Sony are trying to do. Hopefully, what Apple has, and it have like a bigger range of products and apps, rather than just games. So, anything to like make it more, because with all this talk of the next Xbox and PS4, Wii U really, it might be a great thing, but it's still going to be sort of current generation tech.
Yeah.
It's not going to be much better. So, the Wii had this. It's kind of like slightly back, and I think the Wii U might be slightly back. So, anything that they can do to make it sort of more useful or more.
I mean, I don't think. To be honest, I'm not really impressed by the Wii or any of it. To be honest, I don't think it is where it could be.
No.
It's not. I mean, if you think of it, a game or anything, and it to go, if you want a good game for a console, you're not automatically going to think of the Wii.
No, unless it's like,
and
I really fancy playing Zelda.
But
I think
it's just very, very predictable with games you can get for the Wii.
Yeah.
And it's all every time I think of a Wii, don't need a Wii. I always think that you're gonna go for things like Zelda and Mario,
and cutesy sort of games,
Kirby,
and sports games, and motion control.
I think the only thing that attracted me to the Wii when it first came out would be Wii Sports.
Yeah.
That was it.
Yeah.
If I want to play Mario Kart or Mario, I can just play it on my DS.
Absolutely.
So
you see, well, the Wii U, which is what we're talking about, trying not to get sidelined by the Wii.
Yeah, I know, but what I'm saying is
it's got more sort of third party. That's one thing I think the Wii lacked, was like really good third party support. Yeah. Obviously, Wii U is going to have games like sort of Darksiders 2 and hopefully Batman and like an Assassin's Creed
let's
game.
Let's
and
see how it goes, because I still don't think it's.
No.
Yeah.
No.
Yeah.
We'll see.
We'll see. Yeah.
We'll see. Well, we still don't know everything that it's going to have to offer, and there's going to be obviously a lot more details released closer to its release. So we'll be keeping an eye on it. Something to look forward to over the next year, I suppose.
Yeah.
Next story.
There is a free downloadable game included with a PS3 exclusive called Twisted Metal.
Now, people should have heard of Twisted Metal. It's kind of a racing combat, sort of driving combat game.
Yeah.
Yeah, and, as the title suggests, it is twisted. It's had many iterations, but one of the better ones was Twisted Metal Black on the PS2. Now, I didn't own this, but I did borrow a copy of a friend, and it was an awesome game. It got really high reviews and everything, but the devs at Twisted Metal, the new sort of reboot for the PS3, have said that you buy the game new, you'll get a voucher to get a free copy of Twisted Metal Black as well. So, twice the Twisted Metal for your money. I think that's a bargain. I like stuff like that. Sort of, there's all this thing going on, like sort of DLC and pre-order bonuses and buying a game new, and sort of Mass Effect and EA games in particular. They have that. You buy a new copy of the game, you get the online pass type thing.
Yeah.
Yeah. This, it has that. It's sort of an incentive to buy it new, but it's not kind of stopping you from doing anything if you don't. It's just like a nice little addition.
Yeah.
2 games. One a slightly old game, but it's a port. But it's still a really, really good game.
Yeah.
Back in the day, so I'd like to see more of this. I'd like to see more sort of games releasing maybe sort of downloadable versions of previous things, or extra downloadable games and stuff that are linked to or tied to or developed by the same people, sort of released with full retail games.
Yeah.
I think that's awesome. You've got anything to add?
Yeah.
You've not really...
Yeah.
You're not a Twisted Metal fan, are you?
No.
Have you actually heard?
See, no, but, I think you know me by now, and the fact that I'm very selective with games.
Yeah.
And, the only games I think I've actually got would be Valkyria Chronicles, Mirror's Edge, Final Fantasy 13, Last Remnant, Pure. I think that's,
An eclectic mix.
An eclectic mix. And, a few games on my DS and Game Boy Advance. I'm not, I'm more of a, like you say, a casual gamer, and, especially with my iPhone.
Yeah, you are sort of the epitome of casual gamers.
Yeah.
In fact, you're like one Farmville visit away from just being sad.
That's not one game I would actually go near, but I am actually sad to say I'm playing Plants vs Zombies.
Oh, Plants vs Zombies, nothing to be ashamed of. Angry Birds, it's all cool. It's casual gaming, yeah, but it's gaming for the masses. And you can't knock that.
Yeah.
It's bringing games out of the corner of the party. Anyway,
yeah.
Last story.
Yes, the last story. Development of The Last Guardian hits rocky patch over the holidays.
Yes. Team Ico, we were talking about earlier, they did Shadow of the Colossus and Ico, two of my favourite games. Sort of very artsy-fartsy titles. Fantastic. They've had this game coming out, The Last Guardian. It's been in development for a long time. It was announced a fair few years back.
Yeah.
Sort of a boy and his giant dog bird thing.
I'm interested already.
Yeah, I mean, obviously it was like pushed back and pushed back and pushed back, and it looked really good. But creator and producer Fumito Ueda has left Sony. He left Sony over the holidays, so the actual creator of the game left the company.
Jeez.
And that threw up a lot of... You sound really distraught there.
Oh no, I want Dan back.
You scared?
I am.
You should be. That there was a lot of speculation that the game was going to get cancelled, and that was just fueled by GameStop, who then sort of cancelled all pre-orders, saying that the game was no longer in production. So it's like, oh shit! Everybody was really looking forward to this game. It was going to be amazing.
It's got to be hard though. A main contributor towards this game has left.
Yeah. So your initial reactions would be, oh yeah.
It's like saying, now that he's gone, will it still be, will it be as good? If that makes any sense.
Yeah. But, this isn't the first time this has happened, and Sony have stated that the game is still in production and it will still be released. No sort of release window for it yet, but it is coming, which is a relief for me. But, Patrice de Cillier, I think. I can't pronounce his name. I'm really sorry if you're listening. Not that you are, but...
Apologies.
He worked for Ubisoft, and he was in charge of the Assassin's Creed games. He left before the end of Brotherhood, and they've gone on to finish Brotherhood and release Revelation since then, and I've not noticed any lack. So, just because the creator has left, still the core of the team is there. The ideas and everything is still there. Doesn't mean that the game's going to suck. At least I'm really hoping it's not, because Last Guardian is one that I'm really looking forward to. But, it's still coming out, so that's good news.
Wow.
It is good news. The Last Guardian is still coming out. Excellent news. And on that note, I think we should wrap it up. So, that is the end of the news. Do you have anything to add?
Yeah.
Was that a yeah or a nyeh?
Yeah.
It sounds like a yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. So
that's a no, people.
Okay, just say no.
Yeah.
Oh. Join us in part 3, where we'll be going through the UK sales charts. Did that sound right?
UK sales chart.
UK sales charts. You'll be running us through that, and we'll be talking about this month's release.
Not releases. Release.
Yes, this month's release. Welcome back to part 3 of the Games4all podcast. Michelle,
yes.
chart
The chart. Okay, starting at number 10. Here we go. Forza Motorsport 4. At number 9, Mario Kart 7. At number 8, The Elder Scrolls 5 Skyrim.
What?
Number 7, Need for Speed The Run. Number 6, Saints Row the Third. At number 5, Assassin's Creed Revelations.
What?
At number 4, Just Dance 3. At number 3, Battlefield 3. At number 2, Call of Duty Modern Warfare 3. And at number 1, FIFA 12.
FIFA 12.
It's back at number 1.
Yeah.
That's all we've got to say about that. Yeah.
People like football. I personally don't. I wouldn't touch FIFA with a barge pole, but...
I wouldn't mind playing it, but I'm not going to pick up the game.
Well, I know people who have got it, so...
There we go. At least there's no sign of Zumba games in there.
Yeah, no sign of Zumba 2 either.
I'm just happy with that. I wouldn't mind seeing Your Shape Fitness Evolved.
Oh, I think that's been and gone.
Oh, I wouldn't mind it staying in there. I thought that would do pretty well.
Yeah, well, there's going to be a ton more fitness games this year.
Yeah.
I'm sure. That seems to be an undying fad at the moment. Okay. This month's release. I say this month because, we're at the beginning of the year. I was looking through the release calendar for this week and there's nothing. There's nothing for next week and there's nothing for the week after that. But the last week of the month we have Resident Evil Revelations 3DS. That is all.
Yes. Yes.
That is pretty much it. That's
3DS.
3DS. That's out on the 27th of January. There's lots of stuff coming out in February.
Well, let's look forward to February then.
Yeah.
Can you tell my enthusiasm?
Yeah. People like Resident Evil. This one actually looks pretty good, but I don't have a 3DS. If I did have a 3DS, I probably wouldn't get this because I don't like scary games.
Oh man.
What?
Could have got you the game if they had the 3DS, and I would have made you play it.
You would do that, wouldn't you?
Yeah, I would.
You spiteful bitch.
Anyway, on that note,
no. Let's bulk this out a little bit. Are there any games coming out this year that you're looking forward to?
Final Fantasy 13-2.
Okay.
And I know it's a long way off. Got my fingers crossed for Mirror's Edge 2.
Yeah, that's not even been announced.
Mirror's Edge 2, please make it happen. Mirror's Edge 2. I know the first one was short, but Mirror's Edge 2.
Well, you're short, so it's fine. Sorry, I'm going to get such a slap.
It's a bit difficult now that there's no Dan here. Normally you're sitting next to me where I can give you a beating, but
Oh, maybe I could play this to my advantage. Okay, I am looking forward to Mass Effect 3, obviously.
Yeah, seeing as you've played the game 4 or 5 times.
The first one. And the second one a couple of times. But anyway, and Tomb Raider. I'm looking forward to.
Yeah, I'm looking forward to that as well. That looks really good.
Also, there was a trailer recently for the Game of Thrones RPG. It looked a lot like Skyrim. I want it to be good. I think I posted it on our Facebook page, which I'll be going through all the details in a second.
Yeah.
But, I really want that to be good.
Yeah.
I love the TV shows, love the books, because I'm a nerd.
Oh, then this could link to...
Oh yes, our good friends at the Underground Geek Network.
Aha!
Yeah, see, I knew I do. I have a script that I'm following because I can't be trusted, and they are on there. But let's bump them off a bit.
Good connection there.
Yep, undergroundgeeknetwork.com. The U is a letter.
Yes.
In New Geek Network for Twitter. So twitter.com/UGeekNetwork. That's the letter U, not the word U. If you want to follow them on there, they're also on iTunes and Facebook. We've got links on our site and we've got links on our Facebook page, which are www.games4allpodcast.com. 4 is a number.
Yes.
And www.facebook.com/Games4all podcast.
Yes.
On Facebook. You can also follow us on Twitter at twitter.com/Games4all or just at Games4all.
At Games4all.
Again, 4, the number.
Yes. Please don't make the mistake. It's the number 4. UGN will happily tell you this 1,000 times.
Yeah, they still haven't recorded our little jingle yet. You know what? UGN guys, I want you to make this your resolution. By the end of this year, you will record us a 4 is the number jingle.
No pressure. No pressure, Aaron.
I'm not asking you. I'm telling you. This is what you will do. Do you think I'm being too demanding? Do you think the power's going to my head?
Yes.
Okay. You can also check us out on iTunes, where you can subscribe to our audio and video episodes.
Yes.
There's 2 separate listings, but we're there. Please do. If you want to get in contact with us, you can obviously leave a message for us on Facebook or email us at podcast@games4allpodcast.com.
Yes. Please get in touch with us if there's
thoughts,
anything,
inputs,
anything you want us to talk about, then let us know.
Or anything we've talked about that you'd like to chime in, feel free. I think that's us.
Yes.
How did I do?
Yeah.
Okay, it's very early days, people. I will get better, I promise. Anyway, this is James and Michelle, Games4all podcast, signing off. Goodbye.
Goodbye.
For more episodes of the Games4all podcast, check out our website www.games4allpodcast.com.
You can also follow us at twitter.com/Games4all, or check us out on Facebook, facebook.com/Games4all podcast.
The Games4all podcast is brought to you in association with HostGator. For all your web host needs, check out hostgator.com.